Hi everyone, Dakota again from becomingaprogrammer.com. In this post we're continuing our series on building a Hacker News clone in AngularJS. This is the first video accompanying the blog post, the fourth blog post in this series. And in this post we are going to be building a news state for individual stories. To do that we're going to be building a custom Angular component and refactoring some of our earlier formatting code into Angular filters. That way we can reuse our earlier code in our new component. And our goal is to build a page that will display the comments related to a given story. Be sure to check out the first three posts and videos if you so choose. First one is about creating a service to connect to the Hacker News API. The second one is about creating a custom directive to display stories. And then the third is about adding pagination with a library by Michael Bromley. And in this fourth part, we are going to be adding a new state for individual posts, adding content to the post show page, creating a custom Angular component to display individual comments, and then we're going to be refactoring our story directives formatting functions into Angular filters. So first, we're going to be adding dynamic URLs for the show pages of individual stories with comments. Just to take a look at what that looks like is on the Hacker News site, when you click on the comments here, you go to this page, and we're going to be building out this functionality in the next series of videos here, next few. Okay, so first we're going to open up our app.js file, and we're going to create a new state for the application, and it is going to be called post. So we're going to do state, and then the name of the state is post, and then we're passing in a configuration object, and the URL property will be set equal to /post, and then we're going to put a query parameter for the ID of the post, and then here we're going to put the template URL, and we're going to put in a string which is the path to that template. That view is going to be in the views folder at story-comments.html, and we'll set our controller value equal to story controller, and we're using controller as syntax with as VM. Remember, if you don't use this, it will default to, oh, you know what? I don't think that's true within UI Router. I don't know if there's a default controller as here. I was going to say that it's $CTRL, but I believe that's for the Angular component that we're about to get to. Okay, so now we need to add in these files that we just created. So within the views, we can make story-comments.html, and then within our controllers folder, JS app controllers, we can make StoryController.js. Okay, and then let's open up this view real quick. I'm just going to drop a header tag with these are the comments. And then let's open up that story controller, and we'll use the John Papa snippet. And the module is app. It's going to be story controller. And we're going to pass in the top story service so we can make calls to the Hacker News API. And then right now, I don't think we're doing much of anything more in here. So yeah, that's all we're going to do in there for now. So I'm going to save that. Finally, we need to make sure that we have access to that. So let's open the index.html file, and right here we're going to add a script tag and link to that new controller that we just created. StoryController.js. Okay, save that. I think we got everything saved now. So now looking at the app.js file, we can see if we go to post !ID, we now should be able to get over and look at, pardon me, I'm getting a phone call. These are the comments. So now we have that working. So let's add that change to the repository and we can move on to the next step. Uh-oh.
What?
That's my wife. And okay, now we're committing, and we'll I'll see you in the next video.